Good day and welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Armands How Life. We do videos of firewood, tree jobs, and a bit of outdoor exploring. We also put out videos every Thursdays and Mondays. But in today's video, we have some firewood to be processed up here. But instead of throwing it through the processor, we're going to be doing a lot of just hand measuring out and a bit of hand splitting on these guys. They are pretty big in diameter, as you guys can see. This guy is sitting just a little bit over 26, and then we got this one right down here on the other end is sitting about 30 inches in diameter. So they are going to be way over the size for our processor, but we're going to get these all kind of pre-measured out, hand split halfway through, some of them possibly quarter way through, and then we'll take those pieces to the processor and just put them, get those split off there, just so we can get the more finer pieces and more manageable stacked size pieces. So let's get to her today. All right, so in today's video, we're going to be using our Husqvarna 572 XP on these logs. We got the 20-inch bar on it. We do have a 28-inch bar. Unfortunately, we don't got it sharpened up at the moment. And we're just going to use our 20-inch bar today. For this one log, we might have to do 2 rounds on it. Cut down one side, cut down the other, just because it is pretty thick. These are 16-inch pieces, and as you guys can see, we've got probably at least 28 on this end here for this one. So we're going to get this all pre-measured up. I'll show you guys how we're going to be measuring our pieces out. I've noticed a lot of people, they've got these pre-measuring things that they go on to the end of the chainsaw bar and pre-measure it out. I do not got one of those. May possibly something in the future I might get into, but for us, I'm just going to show you guys. This is how we do it here. We just grab our one piece, line it up. We'll make one little dash there, and we'll kind of carry along. And then once we're all marked out here, we'll come back and then cut our actual pieces. For right here, it's going to be easy. We're going to be able to take these guys just right off. We don't want this piece to go down, so we're going to grab a few pieces of these smaller pieces of logs. We're going to just put them underneath here, just kind of keep that raised up. And then we might even put a roll log at the back end, so as we come up, we can kind of just keep it all nice and straight, nice and level as we cut it all. But we got one, a little bit of two, because a little bit of this guy we'll be able to put through the processor. It pretty much maxes it out. And then we have that bigger guy just down right over there. Shorter one, but a bigger guy. But I'll let you guys look at the diameter on some of these guys. They're just big ones. A lot bigger than our processor would handle. These next bunch though, we're going to be able to pretty much bang them all off. We're going to have a few of these that are going to be maxing out our processor, but they should be able to make it through. We're getting to the end, which we're going to have some really big guys we're going to have to deal with. Even bigger than these ones that we're going to be dealing with today. But that's our process on how we deal with a lot of these bigger guys. But let's get the chainsaw fired up here and get cutting. And our big log rolled off of our prop, unfortunately. We're going to try to roll it back up there just so we can make the cutting a lot more easier. Once it's a lot more level, you get the more straighter cuts. But these are some pretty big rounds that we're dealing with right here, guys. We're going to get them all split up. Hopefully they split up not too bad. They are pretty knotty in there, but we got a nice crack along them, so hopefully we can take advantage of that and hopefully they split open and hopefully the knots won't become too big of an issue, but we're gonna try to get this thing rolled over again and back to cutting. Well, we couldn't get it quite up there. It's just too heavy logs. We got the back propped up there for once it goes back down. I think if we take 1 or 2 pieces off here, we should be good. It is off the ground and a little more not as cockeyed as it was, so we're gonna try that. We're gonna get a few more pieces cut off and hopefully that back end goes down. All right, so we got our wood all cut up here now. We usually don't get logs like this in our yard. These are some really huge diameters, but we're gonna get these. We're gonna have to quarter these up here, so split them in half one more time again. And I'm gonna say once we get this all split up, it's probably gonna equal out to about 1/4 of a cord. Quite a bit of wood out just out of that one log there. And we still got that second guy we got to cut up here next. But we're going to get this one all cut up here, throw it all into our processor area there, and get ready for our next guy. But we're going to carry this big guy over there to get our thumbnail. We're just gonna snap a quick picture of this, and that's gonna be our thumbnail for today's video. All right, so now that we got our thumbnail done with our big log there in our processor, we're gonna get up to hand splitting some of these guys up to 1/4 pieces, and we're gonna carry on to our next log over here. But let's get splitting. All right, so in today's video, we're gonna be using our one axe that we had custom made up just down south there. Hopefully you guys are in camera view. I'm gonna make sure you guys are here. This is our axe that we had made up. It's a 7-pound splitting axe or mule, as you would say. It looks more like an axe, but if you look at the top, that looks like a big old splitting mule. Beautiful work. It was, like I said, it was made just in southern Alberta here by a younger fella. He does a lot of blacksmith work, and we're going to be giving one of these away once we hit 1,000 subscribers, just to one of you lucky subscribers there. That's going to be our axe that we're going to be using here today. I personally love it. It works good. Let's get splitting now.
Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to cross the water. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. Come get your duds in order, 'cause we're bound to leave tomorrow. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. I wrote me love a letter, I was on the Jenny Lynn. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. I wrote me love a letter and I signed it with a ring. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool, sometimes we're bound for Spain. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. But now we're bound for old St. John's, where all the girls are dancing. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. So it's farewell, Nancy, darling, 'cause now I'm gonna leave ya. Heave away, me jollies, heave away. You promised that you'd marry me, but how you did deceive me. Heave away, me jolly boys, we're all bound away. Sometimes we're bound for Liverpool,
And there's our pile of quartered up bigger trunks. We're probably going to have to take a little bit off this one. Like I said, most of this other tree right here will be able to get through the processor until it gets up to probably about 2 or 3 feet on the back end there. And we're going to be just kind of burning through most of these other ones here. I don't think we're going to have to do any resplits until we get into roughly this guy. And then we're going to have quite a few bigger guys in here. Like there's these monster ones up here. So we're going to have... we should be through most of this pile by the end of the week here. We've been pretty busy with orders. There's been a lot of order here, so pretty much everything that we've been getting split up has pretty much been getting sold here. Take you guys just through a little quick tour of what we have so far. So we got our one side over here. We got... It's 1, 2, we're working on our 3rd row, so we can get 2 more rows in here. We're almost done our 3rd row in there. This one we have 4 rows. We're starting to just toss some in here just for our 5th row. Over here we are completely empty. We've had this thing filled up a few times and cleared out a few times. These past few days just been a lot of orders, so not too much progress has been going on in here, unfortunately. But we haven't touched the piles. They're still building up. Hopefully by the end of the week, hopefully we'll have this one filled up, that one filled up, and access stuff for deliveries. And then possibly on our next load, then we'll start worrying about getting this section all filled up. Once we get our next truckload worth of wood, because sales keep going the way... If sales keep going the way they are, we're just gonna kind of burn through most of this pile just for just splitting up and right to sales, because we're not going to be touching our stacked wood there. So, but we're going to grab the wheelbarrow, get all of our pieces loaded up into it, bring them all into our calf shelter here right beside our processor, and get ready for either this evening we're going to split this up, or we're going to carry it on till tomorrow. We might get this all loaded up, cut a few more just off our pile, get it all brought up into our calf shelter here, maybe do a bit of processing tonight, throw on the lights, and then probably finish it all up tomorrow there. But we're still making good progress here, but let's get this all loaded up here right now and brought into the shelter here. But we're going to wrap that up for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. It was a bit more work than we like doing here in the yard, but we got it all finished up and all stacked up in the processing area there. Turn you guys around here. So this is how much we got. It's all kind of stacked up in here. I'm going to say either it's about a half cord, maybe a little bit more once we get it all split up. It's all right close to the processor here, so we pretty much can just stand at the operator's position there and just feed them all into the splitting chamber there and shoot them all off the end. Or since we're doing it all by hand, we might just throw them all into this side, and with a half cord we should be able to finish off that one and get almost another row in this one. So we'll be just that much more closer to getting that filled up there. Burn that, we're probably gonna, like I said, wrap that up for today's video. We got those 2 massive guys out of there, and open this up to all these other guys until we get to those ones back here. And we'll make that another video, or we might have another plan for a few of those guys up there, which we'll talk about that later on down the road. But hope you all are having a great start to your week. We'll talk to you guys again on Thursday there. Thanks again for tuning in. Armands High Life. Bye, guys.